Good evening, cats and kittens, pups and pooches. It's Susie Q96. I'm just gonna be working on my penny box. I'm gonna try to finish it up by tomorrow night. I don't know that that's gonna happen. First thing I gotta do is go back through and recheck the pennies that M3 thought needed to be on the floor during last night's live stream and kind of launched so I can get them back where they belong. And once I do that, then I'll start opening some rolls up and we'll see what's in a minute. Alrighty. Let me get rid of that. Good evening, whoever's here. Someone is. I'm not sure who. But I'll be checking these pennies out. Hi, Doug. How are you? I'm just, I gotta sort out all those pennies that the cat knocked off last night. Put them back where they belong, and then I'm just gonna start opening some rolls. And I like to record. There's the 55 Wheatie. I like to record my searches because I always forget what I found in which box, and this way I have a record of it. And there's a 74S. And there's the one with the hole in it. Hey, Spraycan! How you doing, honey? Thank you so much for what you sent to me. It was so helpful. It came just at the right time. I would not be on here if that envelope had not arrived because I couldn't pay that bill. And they want more money every month. I just don't understand. I hate it when that happens. And now I gotta go in on Thursday for surgery, and so I don't know what's gonna happen after that. That's why I'm trying to finish my box of pennies real quick. These are ones that my cat launched last night, and so we had to get them all up off the floor, and so now I'm sorting them out again, and then I'm gonna start opening some rolls because I want to try and finish these. Got a big pile of 1960s pennies because I got a book I need to check all those 60s for. All right, now everything's organized again. And I can open some rolls. Who all's here? Khaleesi Roma. Spray Can, AZ Coins, Doug, AZ Mort Squad. I'm just going to open some penny rolls. I got a box of pennies yesterday. And yeah, kitty toys. Yeah, well, Andy's my brother, you know. So it's a family thing. So, all right. Except Jack Joe's a lot older than my cat. Jack Joe's about 100, I think. No, I think he's 20 something something. I think Andy exaggerates that a little, but that's one old cat for sure. And now I'm dropping pennies, so I can't blame it all on the cat. All right, let's see what we got here in this roll. I'm just grabbing them randomly from the box. I'm trying to hit the trash can with the wrappers, but that doesn't always work. And I have misplaced. Oh, great. My light bulb's blown out in my lamp. Either that or it got unplugged during today's cleaning session. I have a lady that comes and helps me, and we clean today in prep for me going into the hospital for some surgery on Thursday, and then my niece is going to come and stay with me. And there's a 66, another 60s penny. So far, I think we've opened 8 rolls of this box, and it has been a true stinker. We got a 55D Wheatie and a 72S, and one shield penny with hole punched in it. So we really haven't been getting the big score, but I am holding out hope that things will change. And I have been putting the coppers aside, and of course the 82s, which are the cusp of copper. Some are, some aren't. I put them aside and check them later. And then I look for all the odds and ends things when I am rolling the pennies back up. Because if I did it while I was going through the rolls, we would be here until the year 2055 or so. Hi, Mike. I guess I should open my Nightbot just so it'll keep me a nice list of who's in here. I got a call from the eye clinic today, and the glasses that they sent back because the prescription was wrong have come back. The problem is, by the time the glasses come back, my eyes are changing so fast with whatever's going on that, hey, Clark's Cove, it's the Covers. Hi, Covers. Go do some hunting for me. Find me some good stuff. I'm going to be listening to a lot of people's live streams for a couple weeks after I get out of the hospital. I don't know how well I will be able to see them, and I probably will not be able to actually post much, but I will try to at least use the text to or voice to text thing to let you know that I'm in there. And that's about all I'll be able to do for a while. I was told by the doctor it's going to take a couple of weeks to recover, and part of that, my eyes are going to be completely swollen shut on at least the one eye. And judging by what they wrote the prescription for pain meds, it's going to be something pretty painful because they give me some powerful drugs. So anyway, I've turned my Nightbot on so it can keep track of who all is in here for me. So if everybody will post some kind of thing in the stream so I can easily glance at it. Unfortunately, the way StreamYard is set up, the live stream feed is on the right hand side of the screen, and that happens to be the eye I can't see out of. So it's really hard for me to be looking at the microscope on the left and follow the stream. Jimmy LaCurry. Hi. I appreciate y'all stopping in. This is not a regular show. This is just, I'm trying to finish this box of pennies up. So while my niece is here, I can get her to help me roll them back up and drop them off over at the bank, because I need to put some money in my account and pay a bill. Nothing new about that. But anyway, like I said, this has not been the most productive, but it is what it is. John Jacobs in the house. Hopefully I'll be getting packages out. They'll either go out tomorrow or when my housekeeping aide comes on Friday, she runs to the post office for me. So one way or the other, I'll be getting stuff out of here in the next few days. But I'm not going to be, according to the doctors, I'm not going to be too sporty for the next week or so. We just have to see how it works out. Skipping all these shield pennies for the moment. Yeah, that's pretty nice looking 77. Shiny for a copper. Unlike that piece of junk. Not a whole lot exciting going on. I'm just trying to keep my mind off of what's going to be happening. I hope that this is going to solve the mystery of why I can only see out of the bottom half of my right eye. It is the strangest thing. And even the experts down at Duke University have told me they have never seen anything like this. Leave it to me to come up with some wackadoodle weird thing. I can't have normal disease. No, that'd be too simple. I'll just call in a prescription. Suze has to get the weird stuff. I may do, I haven't decided yet, but I may do what my Uncle Bob did. My Uncle Bob had a couple of rare disorders. In fact, they thought he had Alzheimer's, and it turned out that wasn't at all what he had. My Uncle Bob donated his body to science for medical research. And then after they got done doing all their research things, the university that he had made that donation to paid for him to have a very lovely funeral and a lovely burial spot. So I'm thinking about doing that because I do have some very unusual afflictions, some of which fall into only 10% of the people in the world. So that might be something beneficial that I could do for my fellow humans, that maybe they wouldn't have to go through some of this stuff I did. So I've just been thinking about that. I haven't made any decision yet. I probably should, but I haven't. I was discussing the family history with someone not too long ago, and that possibility occurred to me that it might be a good thing to do. So I'm going to discuss it further with my niece, see what she thinks about it. I know some people think that's horrible, but if people did not do that, we would still be in the Stone Ages medically. So, all of those that were here last night, well, I think we had a pretty good time. We gave away some groovy prizes, played some games. It was fun. Had a cat attack in the middle of the show, had my internet go out and come back on. Yeah, it was like the old days. And then we all discussed what Mikey had for dinner. I'm working on a special project about that. But all projects are on hold for the moment. There's another 60. Man, I got a lot of 60s and very little else out of these rolls. And I did make a couple days ago, I put together a couple of detecting videos from old footage. I found two SD cards that I had swapped out of my GoPros with footage on them, mostly from 2020 and a little bit from 2021, and even a couple from 2022, because I have been out a couple times this year with my friend Tony. So anyway, I released one video. It's not very long. It's from my sister's farm when I first got here. And I've got another one from a local park that's done. I just haven't posted it yet. I'm going to try to maybe do a couple more short ones tomorrow that I can release. I can set them for release while I'm recovering so that YouTube doesn't penalize me for inactivity, because you can set them to release at a certain day and time. And so I'm going to try to finish up a couple more so I can do that and maybe not have the catastrophic removal of people and watch hours that I had the last time I got sick. That's AZ Coins. I donate. I'm donate a little in Hawaii on here. Meet up somewhere in the ocean. Hope the fish don't get me. Hey, furry. Welcome, welcome. I'm doing okay. I'm kind of tired because I have a lady that comes and helps me with housework and stuff that I'm not quite fully recovered enough to do. And because my niece is coming to stay for a few days, we were doing up all the laundry and getting the bedding all clean and tidy. And I swept and she mopped, and we did the best we could to get things tidy, but it wears me out. Almost got into the wheat field on that one. We were standing by the fence on that 59. So anyway, I took a little nap and watched a little Digging with Deej, and now I'm working on my penny box again till I get tired, and then I'll go lie back down. My brother got me an Amazon Echo Show 8, which is like Alexa on steroids. I can watch YouTube and videos and stuff on it. And one of the features I am particularly fond of on it is that I can use it to listen to audiobooks. So before I go to bed, I turn it on for about an hour and listen to a few chapters of a book. And then I turn it off and go to sleep. But it also is my alarm clock and my reminder calendar, and I can make phone calls from it. It was one of the coolest gifts anybody ever gave me. I really like it a lot. It has been very helpful because if I want to read something, the screen is big enough that even with my eye problems, I can see the muscles yell. Hi, honey. I watched your video today. I don't know if I hit the like button or not, but I watched it. I probably should have made sure I hit the like button. I always love the intros on Muscle Shell's videos, his concepts. And yeah, it's a the lady that helps me clean and stuff was here, and I don't think she had a clue what was going on in Muscle Shell's video. She was obviously so confused. Uh, John Jacobs says, doing good. Found a 2022p cent with a skull die crack and a 1995p DDO cent today. Oh, wow. I wish I'd have some of that luck. This box has really not been being very nice, and it needs to shape up or I'm going to ship it out without even sorting it because it's been PU. I mean, I think I'm on roll 11 or 12, and so far I found one Wheatie, one S, and a shield with a hole in it. Ooh, that's a nice looking 71D right there. I'm going to put that one over here just to look and see what's in my books and see if that one's prettier, because that one looked pretty nice. That was a keeper. A keeper. 91. So, anyway, it's just been a preparation day. Maybe a preparation H day. Oh, God. I am terrible. It is what it is. But I would really like to see a Wheatie pop out of here. Or an Indian. Or even a Canadian. Something. Even one of those Lincoln ones. You know, the ones with his life on them. Something, something. Just a something, something. But I did get tired today. We did 5 loads of laundry. That is a record for me because I just did laundry a couple days ago. Nice looking 77. But this time I was doing rugs and blankets and all that stuff because, like I said, my niece is going to come. Thank goodness. She's just mostly they just want somebody to be here with me for a couple days after the surgery, or a couple nights anyway, to make sure that all of the anesthesia has properly cleared from my system. Yeah, it was kind of spring cleaning. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Yeah, Steely would be good. I haven't found one of those for a while. The last one I found that was actually, I found one, nice looking 70. I found a steel penny when I was out metal detecting a while back. Sometime last year, before I got real sick, I found one. And I was really surprised because I don't usually dig those. And it rang up so strange, you know, because it didn't ring up like a penny. And I don't even know why I dug that signal, but I did, and it was a copper. I mean, it was a steel, not a copper. But I don't think I have found one in a roll. I need to turn the fan on. It's funny, it's hot right where I'm sitting because I'm right under the vent for the heater. But in actuality, it's quite cold outside, and so I have to have the heat on. But because I'm sitting right under the vent, it's about to get me. Either that or I'm having an old lady flash, one or the other. Could be that. Oh, what did I just find here? What have I got? What have I got? I got a 2022, I think. Nope, a 2009. Okay, I got a 2009 with the fancy back on it. Ain't it pretty? It's so shiny. It's so junk. Oh, well. I got all excited for a second. But It's better than nothing, which is mostly what I've been getting today. uh, I'm not really complaining. I'm happy they even gave me a box of pennies. I know so many people that the banks won't even allow that, so I guess I'm one of the fortunate ones that can get pennies, no boxes at all. I could get a box of just about anything, except they really hesitate on ordering the 50-cent boxes. So I've never been able to get one of those, but I can get quarters. I've gotten quarters before, nickels. Except the last nickel box I got was almost all the same year. I'm going to call that one a semi-circulated box. There were a few rolls of circulated penny or nickels in it, but most of them were not. So that kind of stinked. So I just couldn't believe the teller in the bank before the manager came out and took care of me personally. The teller had no idea what I meant by a box of circulated pennies. She looked at me like I had 3 heads or something, and couldn't quite understand why I would need circulated. And so at first I tried to explain to her, and then I just gave up. And then the branch manager came out because she heard my voice, and she came out and she said, "Oh, I forgot to come out and tell them you were coming in. Let me get your box for you." 43 cents a couple of weeks ago. The obverse was beautiful, but the reverse had rust. Yeah, well, the one that I dug out of the ground was not pretty. I'll tell you that right now. I've got it somewhere around here. I made sure I kept that one and noted that it was a metal detecting find. I found it over in Carroll County, sort of near where some construction was going on near some old buildings, like in the sidewalk strip. Probably the county building is right across the street, and I'm guessing somebody probably was going over there to pay their taxes at some point in time and lost that little gem from the 40s into the kappa. The kappa hoppa. I have a jar I call the kappa hoppa. I emptied the last box's copper out of it, and I'm going to see how much copper comes out of this box. The container sits quite nicely on my scale. And I know how much the container weighs, or the tare, T-A-R-E, of the container. A word I learned in high school working in a grocery store. Because back then, cash registers didn't account for such things as baskets and containers. And you had to manually ring that little weight up because people would say, "You're charging me for the plastic," or "You're charging me for the basket." So you had to learn that. Kappa. Come on, Wheaties. I'm getting hungry. I need some breakfast of champions here. I mean, the copper's okay, but it's not really helping me in my goal here. I got so much stuff to do tomorrow, but I can't do any of it today. It's all stuff where I have to be able to be on the phone with people and go get my glasses. So I'm just trying to squeeze this project in. I did upload a video a few minutes ago. It's just a little short video of me sorting pennies last night. Like I said, I'm trying to keep enough activity going that YouTube won't totally decimate my channel like they did last time. Last time when I got really sick, I had 900 and some people and 3,000 something view hours. And by the time I got back from being sick, I had less than 750 people and only a little over 1,000 view hours, and have been trying to work my way back up ever since. So I have come up with this plan of trying to, at least, if nothing else, you may see M3 with his banana videos. So I'm just, if you see some really crappy content going up, it'll be because I'm sick and I'm just trying to keep the channel breathing. You know, it's going to be on, what do you call it? Like a breathing machine or something. Whatever I got to do, I don't want to lose any more stuff. I'm kind of a lone wolf channel. I'm not part of any best of the best or any of the channels that have these big lists of this is going to be the next person on. They'll be on at 7, and then this one will be on at 8. And I would love to be able to do that stuff, but because of my health issues, I'm too unreliable. I just come on when I can. I try to do my Monday and Wednesday shows, but other than that, you know, I can't even promise those are going to be there, because some days I wake up and things aren't cooperating, and I mostly do it for fun, but I would like to monetize it just so that I can afford to pay the postage on the giveaways and get more things to give away. What usually ends up happening is I win things periodically, and then if it's something I already have or it's not something I collect personally, it usually gets passed on to someone who may have more interest. Like last night, I gave away a $25 Uber card. Why would I give away a $25 Uber card? Because we don't have Uber. I live out in the mountains. We have no Uber. We have no taxi. We have a very limited local bus that only runs until 3:30 in the afternoon. It goes by my house for the last time at 3:22. So if I'm out somewhere on that bus, I better have my butt on it to get home by about 2:30, or it's going to be a long walk. So anyway, I had that Uber card sitting around since Christmas, and I decided to pass it on to somebody else who could get some use out of it, because we don't have that here. We don't have a lot of things here. It's why I am trying desperately to get moved back to Michigan. This is just not a good place for someone with my issues to try and sustain decent health care. So, just a horse and buggy. It's almost that bad, Doug. I live just off the Blue Ridge Parkway in the mountains in the southwest corner of the state of Virginia. Oops, I threw that in the wrong bucket. Oh well, I'll find it when I roll. So yeah, it's pretty bad. If you can't drive here, it is a real hardship, as I found out when my vision went bad. I can drive a little bit now, but I don't get out on the highways or anything, but I can drive up to the grocery and a little park that's about 3 miles from my house that I can drive to. It's next to the post office. I go up there, get my mail about once a week, and if the weather's decent, I'll throw the detector in my car. But it's been so awful lately. We'll get a good day, and of course I'll have a bunch of doctor's appointments on the good day, and then the next day it'll be like 35 and wind blowing 35 and snow falling, and I'm like, come on, what is this, middle of April and it's still snowing? I am over that. I wouldn't mind it so much if there was not so much wind, but boy, whoops, get out of there. The wind the other day was too much for me. I tried to go metal detecting, but it was like 25-mile-an-hour winds, and I can't risk getting that dirt in my eye, so I had to come back in, playing with my pennies instead. Just playing with the pennies. Penny, penny, penny. Copper. Another copper. I don't know where the Wheaties are. This is getting discouraging. Yeah, I'm just going to do a few more rolls. It's pretty obvious I'm not going to get it all finished before I go to the hospital. But if I can just get part of it done, I'll be happy with that. And get them rolled back up. I have quarters that I got to roll as well. Oh, looky here. We got some Wheaties. Got the Wheatfield Soul. By taking a look at the reverse, does anybody want to take a guess as to what year our Wheatie is? Hi, Evil. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Anybody want to guess before I flip her? About time. Well, we've only gotten one the whole box so far. Give y'all a second to guess, and while you're doing that, I'm going to pull the rest of these shields out because I'm not going to look at them right now. I hate zinc. I hate zinc. I hate zinc. Okay, we got a 35 guess. We got a 42. We got a 57p. 55S, and then he changed it to D. 54, 41. All right, let's flip her over. Da-dum, da-dum, da-dum. 51D. I don't think anybody said that. We had a 55D guess and a 41. but no 51D. Well, it's Sweetie! It's a Sweetie Weetie! Woohoo! It's kind of worn. It doesn't have a whole lot of the detail left, but heck, I mean, look how old this penny is when you think about it. The fact that they exist at all is pretty cool. All right, onward. That kind of broke the string of failure there. I feel better now. We're going to get some more. I just know it. In the next roll, there's only about 6 pennies left of this roll. I feel better now. Yeah, M3 is here, but I have a little secondary heater. It's one of those radiator style ones, and M3 loves that thing. That is his personal heater. Cats get a lot colder than humans, which a lot of people don't realize. I think cats are plenty warm because they have that fur coat on, but in fact, they run 15 to 20 degrees cooler than us sometimes. And M3 loves that heater, and whenever I turn it on, he gets right down there on the floor and claims all space anywhere near that heating device. All right, I'm going to open another roll, but first, I'm going to run and get my drink that I left sitting on the kitchen counter. Another roll coming up. Hi, Emmett. Hi. You enjoying your heat? Yeah? You enjoying that heater? Yeah, it's pretty toasty, huh? It's pretty toasty. Well, I thought I left it on the counter. Actually, what I left on the counter was the empty glass. Oh yeah, I most of the time I don't even look at the Zinkins if they're. But my eyesight is so bad right now. I can pick the shields out and just push them aside. All right, John Jacobs, what we having for supper? I had, what did I have? Oh, pulled pork sandwich. Ooh, that's not a good sign. Zinc on both ends. Oh well. Maybe the goodies are in the middle, like an Oreo. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do this roll and then maybe one more. And I think I'll be about done. I've been up since about 5:30 this morning, so I had intended to sleep in, but I didn't accomplish that because there was a certain little cat that kept nipping at my feet because he wanted Scooby snacks. So I had to get up and find. He has these little snack dispensers that look like mice. And then you put the snacks in them, and then he has to knock the thing around a little bit to get the snacks to come out, and gives him some exercise. He has 3 of them, and this morning I could only find half of one. So I did finally assemble a treat mouse and appease the little monster. And then I got up and came out to take my meds, and he came out and attacked my foot and went running into the bedroom, thinking I was going to give him additional snacks in his condominium. This is a weird looking one here. Almost all of the copper has worn off. It's a zinc-in, but the copper coating has worn off, so it has the look of a war penny. I have one that really looks like a 40, a 40s war penny, but it's not. It's just all the coating has come off of it. I'm going to stop here for a second and just pick a bunch of these zincs out, because like I said, I go back through them when I roll them. I kind of flip them over and look at them and see if I see any obvious flaws. Of course, the most obvious flaws is that they exist, like the euro. The other coins I hate. Well, I don't really hate them. I feel that lumping all the European countries together and stripping them of their individual currency was an ill thought idea. I have a friend in Germany who pops into the stream periodically, Werner X, and Werner feels the same way I do. It makes it very hard for coin collectors when you suddenly strip the identity of your countries off your currency. But at least their coins hold together, which is more than I can say for these stinking zinkin things. These are zinc pennies, the worst thing when you're metal detecting. I have a jar somewhere, I'll try to find it, of parts of zinc pennies. They're not worth anything. The bank won't take them back. The mint won't take them back. And some of them, there's no more than 1/4 of the coin. They have just rotted away. My friend Robert out in California, he has the same issue with zinc coins that he finds on the beach. They are just so eaten up that, they cannot be redeemed. Em, what are you doing, honey? You can't get up there. That table is full of things. This is what you did last night. Oh, now he's decided he wants to be part of the show. Last night he actually threw me off the internet, which was a trick he used to do all the time when I lived in Georgia. Everybody knew too, and they would just sit there and wait. M3, unplug the internet. Em, you got all kinds of places. You don't need to be on the table. You're too fat to weigh on that scale. He weighs about 15 pounds. I'm sure I could weigh him on that scale, but I don't want him hanging out on there. So we're going to try and discourage that behavior. No, not for boys. No, 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 no. Go get in your chair or get with your heater, please. I don't want you to launch into pennies again, because I don't have anybody here to pick them up. We were picking up pennies today for about an hour. Every once in a while we'd find another one. A lot of copper. That's about it. At least we did get that one more wheatie. So I know that the box has not been picked totally clean. Hi, Carla. Hi, Mississippi Mary. We're just playing with the pennies. Ooh, look how nice that 1960 is. Put that one aside, see if that fits in my young man's book. I'm doing a book to try to interest a 12-year-old in collecting coins. He has some health issues, and so he can't go out and participate in sports and that kind of thing. And we all feel he is spending way too much time playing Minecraft. So we're going to try to interest him in some other hobbies that would be more profitable and more interesting than him staring at his phone all day or his computer all day. So I'm going to fill in, I'm not going to fill in all the pennies. I'm going to fill in different eras. Like his mother was born in the 1960s. So I am going to fill in the 60s. And his dad was born in the 50s. So I'm going to put some of the 50s in. And then ones for the birth years of his brothers and sisters. And then let him see if that will be enough to get him interested in filling in the other ones, including his own. I'm not going to fill in his birth date. I'm going to let him do that one. But that's why I've been setting all these 60s aside, is that I'm going to do the 60s in his book as much as I can, and then let him fill in the blanks. Because I don't want to fill them all in, then there would be no purpose in that. The idea is that we want him to take the interest. And he has an older brother who collects some coins, mostly world coins. His brother's in the Navy, so he would be able to send him some things too. So it's just an idea that maybe we can wean him off playing so many video games if we give him something else to focus on. Very, very smart kid. So, and it's something that I can just like stick a couple pennies in the mail and send them to him, and you know, he'll get some mail with things for his collection in it, and hopefully it will help him fill time in a little better manner. Okay, first thing I got to do, fish the shields out of the new roll. They're glimmering like glitter outside of a adult entertainment establishment. That's the best way I can put it. I don't know if I have any kids in here, so I didn't want to say what I was really thinking. That's a really dirty something. What in the world is that? Would you believe this? This dirty, nasty thing is a shield penny. See how well preserved it is? Isn't it beautiful? Piece of, yeah, one of those. I know this is a zinc root. At least it wasn't a shield. And I do have to look at some of these shiny ones, because that, like that 1960. No, not for boy kitties. No, 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 and no. Quit. Quit. He never wants up there except when I'm doing something. As soon as I get on a live stream, he's got to get up there. No. All right, I'm going to get the gun. Squirt bottle. The gun. It doubles as a misting bottle for my garden. But, yeah. He never wants up here until I'm doing something. Papa. Then he wants to get up here and knock, like last night he knocked all the pennies on the floor, and I just really don't want to do that tonight. So we're not gonna. He's a stubborn little piece of work. 007. Speaking of which, wonder what happened to Mikey tonight. He must be in somebody else's channel, because this is not a regular Susie Q night. This is just playing with my penny box thing. I gotta finish in the morning, getting all the packages ready to go out. That was fun last night. Cats versus dogs. I like that game. That's something I created myself. God bless America! You had to do it, didn't you? Get down. At least it wasn't the ones I'm working on. It was just a box with about 10 nickels in it. But yeah, he had to get up there, flip something off the table. I love my cat, don't get me wrong, but he can be the most obnoxious little stinker. It's like when I come home from the hospital, ideally I would be sleeping in my own bed, and my niece would be out here in the living room. But it may well be that while she is here, I'm going to end up giving her my bedroom, and I'm going to be sleeping in the living room because he's mean. And the bedroom is the only room that she would be able to go in and close the door and be M3 free. So I may have to do that, which will be okay because I'm going to be so doped up that it won't matter if I'm sleeping out here in the living room. But I shouldn't have to do that. But he's an ill-bred little sucker. He's a Michigander. He thinks he's still in the wilds of Michigan, I guess. Even though he hasn't lived there for 4 years. All right, I'm going to do one roll after this one, and I think that's going to be the end for tonight. Because my eye's starting to twitch. Okay, now I'm going to ask you guys, because my eyes aren't good. How clear do those numbers and letters look to you? They look a little doubly to me, the 2017P part of this program. Am I the only one that thinks that? Or do they look a little double, particularly on the edge of, get my pencil in here. Look at the edge of that 2. The edge of the 7 as well, but particularly on the 2, it looks pretty doubly. So I'm going to leave that there for a second. Let the rest of you study it. Whoops. There, I'm going to put that there so people know what they're looking at. And I'm going to get a next roll. Yeah, the P also looks really distorted. And because my eyesight is so bad, that's why I asked for a second opinion on that. But it has potential. It has something. We'll look at the rest of it in just a second. Get another roll out here. Yeah, M3 got mad, left. All right, let's look at the rest of it. But now, see, Liberty looks okay. I don't see anything there except a blobby looking line next to the eye, but I think that's just a scratch. But the date definitely looks a little out of focus. Let's see what looks like on the back. The reverse. Yeah, see, everything looks nice and crisp back here. But that date is definitely not crisp. I don't know about that one. We're going to lay that off to the side for now. The only shield penny that has gotten my interest during the whole roll. We got 2 more pennies out of this roll. Copper. And copper. Let's open one more. And when this roll's gone, so am I. I'm trying so hard not to make a mess, but I've already got paper roll scraps on the floor. I'll get them in the morning. And there we go. I need something to put all these 1960s pennies in. Get them off my desk here before M decides to launch them again. There's enough of them now that I really wouldn't want to have to go back through them. There we go. That'll work out a little better. Alrighty, back to the hunt. There's a 63. A 2-3. Junk. Shield. I'm picking the shields out. Don't want to even bother with them. Alright, well, I got rid of some of them. 68D. 96. Crack. 96 cheers. Probably one of my favorite rock songs of all times. So, if y'all have not done so, I would appreciate if you'd go hit that thumbs up. And while you're here, check your notifications. Make sure they're turned on. Also, if you're not subscribed, oh, I said the S word. Oh, if you're not my friend, please be. Please be my friend. Oh, M3's back. I see him lurking out of the corner of my one good eye. No, don't even think about it. You want to get squirted? I didn't think so. He does not like the squirt bottle. M3 is just like Mikey 007. A little bit, yeah. And they both have similar traits in some ways. We're just going to leave that up there just in case Mikey comes in. Actually, Mikey loves M3, so I'm sure he would find that remark quite funny. Mikey is the one who started the catnip banana thing. A couple Christmases ago, he sent a package, not for me, for M3. Mikey and his mom sent a package for M3 because they're cat peoples. And it had the first of M3's catnip bananas in it. And that started everything. Now he's on catnip banana number 3 or 4. And he also has a catnip carrot, being as he lives in a detectorist house. And if you know anything about detecting, the Garrett pinpointer is nicknamed the Garrett carrot. So, of course, my boy had to have a carrot. Mo money. Which giveaway did I win? The one on J-Dog or the one on Michael Kittle? Because I won 2 in the past few days, which was really exciting. I hadn't won anything for a long time. But yeah, I won on J-Dog. I won a silver dime and a Kennedy half. And on Michael Kittle, I won a silver round. Yeah, I did Mo money. In fact, I messaged the dog and thanked him profusely because it was so funny. When he posted the comment video, I didn't get my notification for like 12 hours. And so the comment that I won on was about, I said, hey, I didn't get the notification for 12 hours, but thanks for the groovy giveaway. And I ended up winning. So maybe there was something to that being 12 hours tardy. But yeah, I did, and I hadn't won anything for a long time, so I was real happy about that. And somebody, Daryl USA, emailed me and said, hey, did you know you won on J-Dog? And I said, no, because I fell asleep. My meds knocked me out. No, not really. We did find one lone Wheatie so far, and a weird shield penny that all of the copper has worn off of, so all you can see is the zinc. Yesterday, out of this box, we didn't do much better. We got a Wheatie, a 72S, and a shield penny with a hole in it. So far, this box has been kind of a dud. But I had the last box I had was terrible for about the first 15 rolls or so, and then it got good. So I'm hoping that happens with this one. But so far, it's not been super duper productive. Oh, that's good. Yeah, right now I'm just going through them and looking for the Wheaties, and then when I sit down to roll them up, I look for all the other stuff. I go through the 82s and the 83s, and I look for the DDOs and all the special issues and all that kind of stuff. Because if I did it on camera, y'all would be like asleep or gone. And actually, that's about where I'm gonna head, is asleep or gone, because I got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow. Oh yeah, here's the one that's missing almost all its copper. There's really very little copper left on this penny. You can see a little bit of it across the top of the monument and down on the lower section, but for the most part, it's down to the zinc. So it's just an oddity. I'm keeping those. I'm actually gonna probably make some jewelry out of them. There's Mikey. Had cheese pizza for dinner. What the heck? Let's open one more roll since Mikey finally showed up and we haven't had a chance to torment him yet. All right, we'll open one more. And then I'll go get my beauty rest. Boy, I need some of that. I haven't been on camera for a while I've been trying to let my hair grow back out a little bit. I love the wig that they got for me, but it is heavy and hot. And so to sit here under the lights and everything with it on is a bit much. And when my hair first started growing back in, and to this day, when I first get up, my hair looks like Albert Einstein. I mean, it's just everywhere. And I have to practically glue it to my head to keep it down. It's pretty wild and not at all attractive. Uh, junker, lots of junkers. Who thinks we're going to get a Wheatie in this roll? How many votes for Wheaties? Well, not a bad looking 75. Copper. Goes into copper department. 80 slick. That's amazing. I have 10 people in here watching me do absolutely nothing. You guys rock. I so appreciate your support. I really do. I said no. I know you want to come up here and see Mikey, but no. You spilled all the pennies last night. We're not doing that again. Oh, he's a piece of work. I love him though. Papa. He's a handful. And part of it too is this apartment is so small compared to where the other places that we have lived. And I know the poor cat has got to be a little claustrophobic, because I am. We had twice as much space in Georgia, and I didn't have these kind of problems with him. There's just not a lot for him to do in here. And I try to get him toys, and he's kind of lost interest in the carrot and the banana now. He hasn't played with them, either one of those, for a couple of weeks. So I'm going to have to come up with something else. Maybe he just needs a fresh banana. I think after a while, all the catnip goody wears off of them. Copper. I tried getting the catnip spray and revitalizing them, and that doesn't seem to appeal to him. I think he only likes them when they're fresh out of the package. But he played with the last banana for a long time. And he played with the carrot for a while. And I also think he realizes something is going on, because we were packing my little overnight hospital bag, and when he sees that, he kind of knows that Mom is going to be gone, and he gets a little freaked out. So I do the best I can to keep him amused, but I do have to draw the line at him throwing my pennies on the floor. Copper. Stink. Stink. Copper. There's going to be some stinks and a stink. And another stink. It's the stink triplets. Alright, got a few more left to go. And a lot of them are stinkers. I'll just zoom them by real quick. All stinks. Alright, I got about 10 more, and then I'm going to give it up for the night. I got a video I got to set up to release in a couple of days. There's a copper. And I want to try to make a couple of short ones. And I never did make the video of Thanksgiving 2020. And I found some interesting things on that one, so I want to try to make that before I go in the hospital and have it release in a few days. I think the rolling machine got that one. It's got the orbital circles on it. That's usually from the rolling machines. Oops, I just threw 2 in the wrong container. Well, we didn't find anything in that roll either. Copper. There's the 60s. And that's a shield, and that's a shield. So that ends the roll hunting for this evening. What are these? Why are these up here? No particular reason. They just got pushed up there. Well, that's the 2009 one. That's a jumper. Alrighty, well, I guess I'm going to retire. Well, not retire, but I have some things I need to do before I retire. So thank y'all for popping in and joining me. I will be on tomorrow night at 6 p.m. with my Sweep in the Dirt metal detecting show. And while we're talking about metal detecting, we will probably open some more pennies. So, y'all come back tomorrow night. Who made the last 43? Oh, yeah, I watched that today. I got to go back and make sure I hit the like button on it. Mobile coins, you got here right when I was logging off. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I watched that today, John, but I'm not sure that I hit the like button, so I'm going to run back by Muscle Shells and make sure I did that. And if y'all would make sure you did that on my page, I'd really appreciate it because I need all the help I can get. I am not my growth has been stunted. It's probably all the medicine and crap I have to take. No, it's UB2B. I know who it is. Wow. Oh, I got 15 likes. Is that what that's? No, 16 likes. Wow, yay. Mobile Coin says, I'm streaming right now. I gotta go. Bye, honey. I'll try and stop by yours for a minute when I get out of here. Thank you for popping in. Uh, yeah, I like it. Good deal. All right, I'm gonna go try and finish up a few little projects and get some sleep because I got a busy day tomorrow getting ready for that insane thing they're going to be doing to me on Thursday morning. And I have to get up so early because I have a medical transport that's coming to get me. And they're going to be here at like 5:45 in the morning. And then they will take me up to Roanoke, where my niece will be coming down from Washington, D.C., and she will meet me there and come home with me for a couple nights. So I'll be in good hands. My niece is awesome. And but anyway, tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, we'll do some sweeping the dirt, metal detecting, chit chat, and some coins, and maybe even a round or two of cats versus dogs. I haven't decided yet. Or we might do a duck race. Don't know. Got to make a decision. I'll do that while I'm sleeping. Alrighty. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me while I played with the penny box. And we'll see y'all tomorrow. Yes, we absolutely can raid mobile coins. Please put the link up so that we can do that. That's another channel that has been dealing with some health issues and trying to build their channel back up. And I'm all for helping people like that. Last night we raided Jeff Silversmith, who's building his back up. That was one of the very first channels I got on when I first started watching the coin collecting shows on YouTube. And I'm still a big supporter of his channel. So let's go over to Mobile Coins and do a little raid over there. So thank everybody again for coming. Come by and see me tomorrow. That's probably going to be my last show for at least a couple weeks. If I feel better, I'll do one, but that's the recovery time span that the doctor has given me. So that being said, I'm out of here. We'll see you tomorrow or over at Mobile Coins. Bye-bye.